Hey guys, welcome back to Blind Strike Exotics. I'm John, and today we're going to cut clutch number 14 and take a quick look at clutch number 13. Maybe I'll make a video about it a different day, but we had a terrible storm come through here last night, and the power was out for almost 24 hours. And I was getting kind of nervous because the battery backup that I have on my incubator obviously can't last for 24 hours. And I was hoping that these guys started to hatch okay. Plus I still have 3 other clutches in the incubator. Big clutches, pied clutches, urban camo clutches, and ultramel clutches. But what I did was I dialed up my natural gas heater in here to heat the whole entire room to like 90 degrees, which was insane, but it's what I had to do to keep the incubator at 89, 90 degrees. So that was a godsend. I'm so glad I installed that it doesn't rely on electricity to run. And if any of you guys live in cooler areas, and if any of you live in areas where it's not like hot all the time, especially if you have incubators, looking at like a natural gas heater might be something to do, because if something happens, your electricity is out for a long period of time and you can't keep your eggs, incubating at a high temperature, close to what they're supposed to be at 89 degrees or so, you have the potential to ruin a bunch of clutches. So natural gas heater for the snake room is another 2 thumbs up for me. But the 2 snakes that I had out of clutch number 13, there's only 2 left. A couple of the eggs went bad right away. It was only like a 5 egg clutch to begin with. This was the GHI Cinnamon Mojave bred to a GHI lesser, and I'm thinking here that it's not going to focus. Let's see if I can get this to focus. I think we just have a plain GHI. There we go. It focused there for us. I believe this is just a GHI, and this snake here is obviously a Blue-Eye Lucy. It came out with a really narrow head. I'm hoping that it turns out to be okay and healthy. It looks kind of lethargic, and it's a little tiny as well. But this is a Mojave lesser. It potentially has GHI or cinnamon in there as well. Hopefully it ends up being okay, but we'll see here in a couple days when it starts to shed, and then once we start getting it on food. But so those are the 2 from clutch number 13. And now clutch number 14, I believe there's 5 eggs in there, and I already see four heads popping out. So I'm gonna just cut the last one open and take a look at those. And that was a clutch that was a pinstripe Enchi female bred to the leopard clown male. So all of these hatchlings are going to be 100% het clown, and we have pinstripe Enchi and leopard in the mix. So let's start cutting them open. Right, so this is clutch number 14. 15, 16, or 17 are due kind of in the middle of September, which are going to be kind of really big clutches. Oh, actually, all 5 of these guys have come out of here, and they all look big and they all look healthy. I'm trying to see. There's no guaranteed genes in any of these, but just from seeing the tips of their heads, none of them look like they're normal. So we have Enchi, pinstripe, and leopard at play in here. And again, all of them are 100% het clown. So let's just dive right in and start taking a look. Let me get his little nose back in there. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Woo. I'm going to say this is just a really nice Enchi. Nice little Enchi baby there. Enchi, 100% het clown. Nice banding, nice banded tiger-like pattern there. These are all pretty big. I think that's the only one that looks like it's just pretty normal. I would assume that these 3 might have leopard in them. I did see pinstripe on one of them. One of them was out. This was also a clutch that I actually left all together. I didn't actually rotate any of the eggs. I didn't separate them at all. As you can see, I peeled those 2 apart, and I'm peeling these 2 apart now. They weren't really on top of each other, but I wanted to. This clutch isn't huge. It wasn't a big clutch. There's not a lot of genes at play. So I was trying to test if just leaving the eggs all bunched together would affect them at all, and they all hatched perfectly fine. They all hatched almost simultaneously, which I started seeing them pip last night, and now all 5 of their heads out pretty much within 24 hours. I have not seen that happen in the other 13 clutches that I've had this year. So, you know, leaving the eggs together might make a difference in terms of like keeping the temperatures more consistent between all of the eggs. So, you know, maybe that has a little bit of merit there. Trying to keep some consistency between all of the offspring. Alright, so definitely a pinstripe here. Let's see if I can get the head out. Where's your head at, bro? These guys actually look like they're almost all ready to actually like fully be out of their eggs too. I mean, there's barely any fluid left in here. I don't know where the head is. That's a pinstripe. It may be leopard or inchy too. It's hard to tell. I don't think it's just a plain pinstripe. But I don't know where the head went. I'm not going to bother him too much. I'll see him when he comes out. But pinstripe for sure. I'm thinking there's at least one other gene at play there. Let's see. This one has a crazier head stamp. So I'm thinking this might be a leopard. This one's got a little tinier head. So actually, let's save that one for last. Let's do this guy. Ooh, and his head's not. It's kind of stuck. He's trying to poke his face back in there, but he's. Oop, there we go. Sometimes they get out of these little holes and they actually get their heads kind of like stuck in them. Let's see what we got here. It's a big snake too. It's a very pretty snake. It's really pretty colors on it. I'm trying to just compare this one to this one here. It's obviously a pinstripe too. And I can't see the head on that one. They could just be plain pinstripes. But it's hard to say. I'm not super savvy at kind of picking up the combos of this pinstripe and how they just affect them when there's just one or other two genes in there, one or two genes in the pinstripe. But we have another pinstripe combo. This one looks a little more kind of orangey than this one. This looks like it has the traditional pinstripe, like the gold color. This one looks a little more orangey and the pattern's a little more broken up, so I'm thinking maybe this is like pinstripe Enchi, and maybe that's just a regular pinstripe het clown. But this one has a little more of like an orangey tint to it. This one I'm pretty much thinking has to be leopard. Let's see if we can. He is stuck. There you go, buddy. Get back in there. Alright, trying to poke him back in there so I can cut the egg without cutting him. There we go. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Yep. Let's say it's a pinstripe leopard. That might be Enchi too. Definitely pinstripe and leopard. You can tell typically when you have leopard in like lots of multi-genes, the way you can kind of tell is that it leaves kind of spots all the way down the lower sides of the snake. Anyways, with like all my big Puma clutches, that's the easiest way to tell is kind of bringing spots kind of along the bottom, closer to the belly side. But it's a big old snake too. It's a pretty one. There's not a whole lot of genes that bring different colors in this clutch, so they're all kind of just that kind of goldy brown color. But again, they're all Het Clown, and I'm hoping this last one maybe is leopard too, because I don't know if I hit very many leopards in this clutch. This one's a little more gooey than the other ones. This is kind of one of the bigger eggs, this is actually the biggest egg, I think, which is kind of weird that there's only one smaller snake in there. This might be leopard too. Pinstripe. It's a lot of pinstripe. I think I had pinstripe 4 times in this clutch out of 5 eggs. Some pretty good odds. This, I'm assuming, it's hard to tell on this one. This might be an Enchi pinstripe or leopard. I can't tell. But all 5 eggs look good. There's not, like I said, there's not a whole lot of variety to go around in here because I only had 3 genes to play with. They're all 100% Het Clown, like I said, and you know, these guys will all be up for sale. I won't keep any of these because they're all pretty basic, and I already have some leopard clowns, a couple leopard clowns in my racks here. So once all these guys get out, you know, we'll get a better idea of them. We'll figure out whether they're males and females and get them on food. They all look like they're a really good size. All the eggs were pretty big. This was a first-time mom. The dad, this is his second clutch this year, and you know, again, all 5 good-looking babies, good-looking eggs, and you know, they'll be out of the eggs probably here in the next day or two. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for stopping by. This will be the last egg cutting for another month because the Ultramels, the bamboo pinstripe Ultramels, aren't due until like mid-September. So everything from here on out for the next month is probably going to focus on, you know, what I'm doing in the snake room and you know, getting rid of some stock, some inventory of babies here because I'm quickly filling up. I have over 50 hatchlings here at this point, so we are going to be trying to get them all on food and out the door, so we're ready for the Ultramels and the Pieds and the hopefully Urban Camos coming up, because between those 3 clutches I have 25 eggs just in those 3 clutches. So definitely need to clear off some space in the snake racks. So that is it for today, and we will see you guys next time.